Alright, that's a bit better. Yeah, the shrimpies are doing well in there. Do like a bit of cucumber. Now, I'm going to fry up some pictures in a minute. I want people's opinions on how they would do it. But I've emptied out a shed. And I'm going to get probably, well, I've got 2 racks that I've ordered. Which will give me probably 4 to 8 60-litre tanks. And this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to put different types of fish in there. My local fish shop has said that if I breed, they will purchase them off me, because we've had some success with the Endler hybrids in the past, being the longevity of the guppy race. Basically, as we all know, guppies do not last very long, and what I've basically done is intertwined the Endler, which has a 3 to 5. Well, I've had Endlers last 5 years, but that's I would say more like 4 years, 3 to 4 years maybe, which is on a stretch. Okay, so what we're doing, the guppies probably lasting a year to 18 months. So basically, what I'm doing is interbreeding them to make them, or give them, a stronger DNA. That said, as well, if you look, the shrimpies are doing really well. It's funny because originally I could have sworn they were just red, but we have all sort of different ones in and out of there now, as you can see. And the babies also like a little bit of this as well, so that's quite cool. So yeah, so I've got the Aquiel, I think they're called Aquiel or Sino or whatever they're called, fish tanks. They're between 60 to 80 pound each. They do a taller one, which I'm looking at, which is a 65 litre, which is ideal for me really, what I want. I will be doing 3 different types. I'm going to be doing shrimp because I think they will keep the revenue going by selling them. I've had a look, I can actually get about £1 shrimp, so 60 shrimp, 60 quid. This isn't to make money, this is just to keep the hobby going. I'm just doing this for the hobby. I took a week off to get things right, and everything's going as planned so far. This tank is looking superb. I will be doing a water change on this tomorrow, obviously, get out some of the dead leaves and that. And we still got that baby there, which again, there's 2 there. I think one's a guppy. I'm pretty sure one's definitely a guppy, so we'll have a look at that. We did have some other babies in there. I've cleared out this, as you can see. So how would you guys do it? How would you run an outside, don't forget this is an inside, this is going to be outside fish room. What would you put in it? How you'd stock it? I'm thinking of a filter outside, something like an FX6, to do each rack. So say 4 to 6 tanks, or maybe all of them. I'll have to look into the possibility of pumping them. I do see people with sponge filters, but I'm not an overly keen fan of sponge filters. Yeah, they do suck up a lot of muck and that, but they're only good really for food. I think that, they don't clean the tank per se. I'm thinking of taking the backing out of this. All in all, I'm quite happy with the tank, and these things are great. I'll put a link into these. 7 quid, just make it easier for me. So any ideas on that would be cool. Also, on the actual tanks itself, would I go with bare bottom or would I put rocks? Because obviously I want to keep the weight down a little bit. That's why I'm only going for 4 tanks, not 5. How you'd insulate a shed, for instance, if you've got any ideas or on that would be cool. Would you heat individual tanks? Would you heat the room? Any ideas that you've got would be really cool. Now I'll throw these pictures up because obviously this will give you a kind of an idea of what we got. I'm going to have to reinforce the bottom of the shed anyway, so that would be quite cool. Would you do, I would probably do a cold water tank at first. I'm going to do this one at a time. So we're going to do, I'm not doing this for profit. I want everyone to know that I'm not doing this for any other reason apart from me. I want to do it, but I wouldn't mind generating a little bit of capital just to keep this hobby going. Like if someone said to me, it would cost you say £100 for the rack, okay, and I would need to generate, or at least want to generate 50% of that to make it a viable thing without sucking all my income, because obviously, you know, me and my partner work very hard. We've got 2 children. Well, I say children, they're adults now, but they're all at uni, so this is how this has all come about. I will do a video on why I'm doing these as well. Obviously I'm still going to keep these tanks. These tanks ain't going nowhere. This is my rescue tank, but obviously I can then maybe have 2 of the tanks for the dwarfs, the rainbows. You know, I can put whatever I want in there, but I want to keep this quite warm. Anyway, any ideas, any thoughts would be cool. I will be doing also a review on some stuff that I'm ordering from China. Now, if this works, it's going to be great, because the stuff that I've ordered you don't see in the UK now. I think a lot of people will be put off from order from China purely because it's from China. There's no guarantee, you know. So I thought, right, I'll order us a few bits. I will try them, because they're basically remakes, similar to what, like the Sun aquariums are the same as the All Pond Solution filters. They're all Sun, just rebranded. Yeah, you can buy, say for instance, a moving bed thing that goes inside the filter for about £30 in the UK, but you can get them in China for £9, £10 each. But I want to see what they're like, so I'm going to do that. The air pumps, I'm trying an air pump at the moment from China. I couldn't tell you the litres per hour or anything because it's all in a different language, but I'm going to be trying this stuff out. If it's good, I will tell you that it's good, and if it's rubbish, I will tell you that it's rubbish. Okay, this obviously you can tell I'm not sponsored or anything like that. Everything I do is you know, it's for me. It's from, you know, I want to share what I find out. Like certain plants, I think, oh, look at those, look, all hanging about together. Look at that. Oh, that's so cool. Look at them just staring. Damn. You see that? That's brilliant. That's what I got. Also things like, someone asked me the other day about certain medias and that. I have tried and tested nearly every media I can lay my hand on, and the only 2 that I can honestly say have made a difference to my hobby are the Ultimate, I think it's called Biohome Ultimate, which is Filter Pro UK. That stuff is brilliant. And also the Eheim Substrat Pro is also fantastic. Would recommend it. Stay away from plastic medias. Don't put carbon in unless you medicate the tank, things like that. On that, if anyone has any ideas, I'm going to make an email account that you can voice your opinion to on the private. You know, if you've got any ideas that, or you don't even have an email, if you don't even have an account on YouTube, you can just send me a thing. It's monitored once a week, so that will be probably what it is. I'm going to do it from a business account. So there you go. That's me over and out, I suppose. But yeah, really interesting to get this project up and going. Obviously, I'm not going to kill myself and skimp myself for money. So I've got the racks. I've got 2 of those racks. I'm going to get the floor done. So the next thing I need is insulation. There's some insulations out there that's quite cool. How would you do it? You know, give me some ideas, guys, and then we can both go through this process together. You take care now. Okay guys, this is the racking system I'm looking at. I've got 2 of these. Hoping to get 4 tanks on each rack. The tanks that I've looked at, which are these ones, are by Aquarium, which look quite nice. They've got everything I need built in, but again, I want your opinion on these. If you look at them as well, they've all got very low wattage on all their equipment, which is quite cool. The other thing is that I bought some stuff for the Flex the other day, which are these, which are the lids. They hold the lids up, the lid struts. Very good. I'll put the link in the description. £7 each, I think I paid. Very cool. I'm also going to be doing reviews on the pickup. I've ordered one of these, and also in the video I spoke about a Japanese moving bed filter. I've ordered one of these, which is this. Now we do recognise the idea, but it's from China, so we're going to have a look at that. Alright, thanks again guys, cheers.